Everyone is supposed to be having fun for the holidays, but why are the holidays attacking your family? And what are you going to do about it? I'm Rick Sigmund. This is the Family Readiness Project. And while we talk about all kinds of things nefarious and wild and secretive that attack you and your family, one would never expect the holidays to be one of those culprits. It is chaotic out there in the world right now, and some of you have allowed the chaos into your home, and it definitely affects your family. So we're going to talk about that today. We're trying out monthly themes in this video series for December because we are in the midst of the holiday season, and holidays are fun. Holidays should be fun, shouldn't they? Yeah, they should. And it's supposed to be joy-filled and, all these happy thoughts, and the music is fantastic unless it's Mariah Carey. And, they're just a good time. But so many people are miserable through the holiday season. Your families are miserable. Your kids, maybe you look back on your family holiday memories and remember just the angst and trepidation and misery that you associate with the holidays, because family does put the fun back in dysfunction, some say. So let's carry this forward to today, here and now, to your house, to my house. Are we co-conspirators, co-culprits of this spirit of chaos this holiday season? May it never be. Why would I bring it up on this channel, the Family Readiness Project, where we prepare families, we get you thinking about how to be proactive with your children, how to safeguard your home, how to regain authority. There we are, regaining authority, regaining control. And I'm not talking about, everybody's under my thumb authority. No, we all know what that can be like through some family members, through some past employers. It's always such a good time. Not at all what we're talking about here. We're talking about how your immediate family enjoys this season or doesn't. What can be some of the culprits that are invading your home, invading the peace and joy and love and wonderful feelings that should be going on here? There's a litany. I've made a list. I always make lists. We're talking about parties, events, tons of activities, all the things that we all say yes to. At least some of us do. Lots of stress is associated. Social credit is being compiled either for you or against you in your mind. Okay? And the most attacked thing during the holiday season is your time. The time that you actually have with those you love in your joy. Am I a Scrooge or a bah humbug saying don't do anything, don't enjoy the holidays, just stay home and lock your doors? While that may be a good idea for some of you, a radical departure from the insanity that ensues for the holiday season and that can infect and invade your family, not what we're talking about here. What I am saying is do an evaluation. How are these things affecting you? How have they affected you in the past? And do you want to change? Do you want to draw a line in the sand, whether it's very substantial or partial, and hold some of these things at bay that definitely affect the relationship with you and your family? And that gets down to brass tacks of why I care about this and what this channel wants to help you do. I don't want anything to come between you and your loved ones, especially quote unquote the holidays or obligations really during this time, because that's what is associated with the holidays is a bunch of social and personal and psychological obligations that we kind of do to ourselves. So what can we do about it? Well, evaluate, okay? How are you and your family currently doing through it all? We're in the early times of it. You guys are kind of at the beginning of the month, and we have a few weeks yet to go before we're through it all into the new year, right? And that's a whole nother stressor we can talk about later, and we will, actually. Dads, I'm targeting you. But this month is the theme of determination, okay? And I want determined, strong families. I want determined, strong moms and dads raising kids that don't hate the holidays and don't turn into awful holiday seasons for their future kids, okay? How are you guys doing through it all? Is this actually a joy-filled time? Or is it a time of chaos? Is it a time of just grumpiness and everybody's on edge and we've always got to go somewhere all the freaking time, right? Or are you doing well? Because if you are, we applaud you, and you are an outlier, because not everybody, as a matter of fact, too many people do not do well this holiday season. On a serious note, this time of the year is when, I'm going to say the S word, the suicide rate spikes across the United States because people are also so alone during this holiday season. While some people are very, very busy and over obligated and have way too many things going on, others just self-isolate, whether it's through family relationships, friendships, sadness, events that have happened in their past. So on a side note, but not really a side note, a very important note, if you know people who have been through some things, a family member, a friend, reach out. This is actually important. Reach out to them and check in. It may make all the difference for them in the world, okay? Just going to leave that there. So, back to you and your family. The other side of the equation is the stress, is the obligation bleeding over in actually affecting your marriage, your children, your home, your sanity, all the things that can take place. And a question for you, in 20 years, what are you going to look back and what are you going to remember that mattered or that did not really matter and you wish you hadn't done? Okay? Is there joy in Thanksgiving? Are there practices and habits that actually lead you to a time of just exaltation and glory and, all these other good things that can be experienced this time of year? Or is it not? Is it a self-imposed, drudge just to get through till it's all over? Some of you are drudging on well. Is this honoring God? Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all supposed to be about, right? How we honor God and what He has done with us, for us, through us, and by us, right? Does this holiday season reflect honoring Him well with your family, with your children, with your spouse, with your grandparents, with your mom and dad, with your brother-in-law? There's some difficult things here, but we must face them and charge on. At the end of the day, are the decisions you're making, the obligations you're taking on, the things you're saying yes to, are these guarding your family? Are these guiding your family into a truly joy-filled time? All this is a reflection. This is not meant to guilt you. This is not meant to hammer you into supplication. It's just like, Rick's being mean to me. He's making me feel bad. I don't mean to be mean to you. Other people are being mean to you. And they're actually not really caring about you if they're over asking you to do things all the stinking time. This should be a time where people understand, I'm taking a break. I am making space for my family. And that is a good place to start, because when people ask you, can you do something? Can you be here? Can you help with something? Can you guys show up? Can you be at this event? A good principle is to start with no. No. No is a great word across the board. No creates space. No puts the ball back in their court, okay? And it takes a bit of the burden off of you. No, I don't think we can. No. Or if it can't be a hard and fast no, which that is okay. And you do not need to explain yourself if you say no. Here's the thing. Too many people explain themselves away and give reason after reason for their no. And you know what? No, you don't have to do that. It's okay to leave a no and zip it. Be silent. Nobody else needs to pull things out of you. If they pursue it, if they ask, well, what are you doing? It's like, we are already obligated. We already have an event. We already have things going on. Now, again, I'm going to come back to you. If it's something that's actually important to you and your family, if it's culturally or faith-based, it's something we should and need to do every year, then do it. Do it. These things are important. They do have their place. I'm just trying to get you to not over-obligate yourself to everything under the sun, to keep the peace in your home, to create good and lasting memories and relationships with you and yours. Because your family and your faith is an obligation. It's an obligation. It is an ability for you to draw the line in the sand and stop. Stop. Soak it up, enjoy it, revel in it, worship, practice, sing, rest, be at peace, okay? But your family and your personal faith and your boundaries and what you want to pursue, that is also an obligation for you. And you don't have to apologize for that in any way, shape, or form. So don't. Just say no. Say no and say, we're already obligated. We already have something on the calendar. We just can't do that. We're already committed. And it will be okay. It will be, oh Lord, it will be okay. They will float. The thing will still happen. They will get along without you. Okay? And just maybe peace and joy and love and grace will ensue upon your home again and make this holiday season a truly joyous one. It's also going to give your space to guide your children, to teach them how it's done, to be able to show them what proper boundaries are, to help them identify, and you, what's important, what's not important, what are the kinds of conversations that we should be having, and what kind of obligations just are not really that important at this time of year for us. Saying yes to everything is probably detrimental. Being sort of early in this season, you may have already obligated yourself. You can back out of things. Is it socially awkward? Yes, it is. Is it okay? It's surely okay, especially if it protects you and your family. And then use this proactive time where you're making the space to actually breathe and think about things, and think about, what do you want this time of the year to be for you and your family? Now we're being proactive, because once you make space, it's the same as being in a fight, and social obligations can be a fight sometimes. It's like, no, I don't want to do these things. Make space, give yourself time to think, and then think, what is important? What do you want to obligate yourself to? What events do you want to attend? What joys do you want your kids to remember when they're years down the road with you? It's like, gosh, do you remember when we kept doing that year after year? It was such a joy. And the only way you really get there is when you're not just running pell-mell, helter-skelter all the time to do every single thing under the sun. It's unhealthy. It foments, angst and regret and, combative natures. I mean, nobody's happy if you're just going and going and going all the time. Seriously, slow down, stop. It's gonna be okay. I'm trying to be very heavy-handed and give you guys permission to slow down and say no. No is good. So again, identify the things that you do want to include, that you do want to have as your regular holiday season events and memories that you're creating. Talk with your spouse. It's actually important that you are on the same page, that you guys are communicating well. The ship should not be driven by a single person. And if you are, you're wrong. okay? That doesn't that doesn't create joy and love within a marriage either. And you should guard your marriage. You married the other human and you make kids with them, so you should probably think about what they have to say, honor that, protect it, re-engage with each other, fall back in love with them, go on a freaking date night, have a drink together. It's a good thing, right? Slow down. Don't let the insanity just steamroll your life and your marriage. I'm saying it way too much, but man, it's important because it's crazy out there. It's crazy right now. Let us not do these things because at the end of the day, you want to honor God. You want to honor God and the grace that He's shown you and me and the world. You want to honor your marriage, your family, the covenant you made with your husband, with your wife. Dad, step up. Be involved, be engaged, protect your family. Take your wife out on a date or coffee and just be like, hey, let's not have a crazy year this year. Let's talk about this, right? That can go sideways if you're not tactful with it. And so be tactful, okay? Don't be a jerk. But also, don't be afraid to stand up and defend your home, your family, and her, right? If she's exhausted year after year doing all this stuff, you're not doing a good job of like helping her say no, all right? Just come on, communicate through these things because it sets the precedent back in your home. A massive amount of what we talk about here on the Family Readiness Project is a family being proactive with their family, having the authority that God has given you in your home against the world, because the world is against us. I keep saying it because it's true. All right. And there are nefarious people with nefarious and very selfish intent coming at your family. And it's like, it's not necessarily warfare, but it can feel that way. So honor God, honor your marriage, honor the bonds you have under your own roof and defend it well. Smile and be happy. Sing songs, be joy-filled. But do these things the way you ought to. All right? I'm Rick Sigmund. This is the Family Readiness Project. Determined to take back the joy in your home this season. Next week, we're going to talk about determining something very different. Stay tuned. And I have so much to say to you all. I have so much to share with you guys. I have so much to get in your hands and help you out. It's very exciting right now. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for being part of this. Thank you for listening. Tell a friend. Have a conversation outside of just texting on your phone. You know, pick up the phone. Like I said, call somebody you haven't talked to in a while. Talk to somebody who might be self-isolating, who might be alone this year. There are people. I am getting to the age where I have friends that are passing on from this world. It's kind of sad. There are spouses who are alone, or just it's them and their children. Older family members, older friends. Okay? Things happen, life charges on, and there's not a lot you and I can do about it other than be grateful for what we have and pray for those who have suffered loss. So be there, okay? Be a light, be salt. Don't lose what is good and true and beautiful in your life. Thank you very much, and I will talk to you all next week.